that is an arabesque that has also abstract motifs. It's not just very precise, but the idea is intertwining plans and abstract motives, a very naturalistic setting overall. So this is your idea before you practice the music. Like when you always read, people, always read before you start practicing. Read, what am I playing? Who is the composer? And what happened to him during those years of composition? Get some background information. That will bring a revelation, a new, completely different perspective of your interpretation, of your understanding, before the interpretation, of your understanding. Now, Evangelia, that you know that the arabesque is these intertwining plants, decorative, lush, luxurious. This is something very luxurious, but also very naturalistic. And considering that Debussy himself is the king of Impressionism, then your approach will become different automatically. If I actually ask you now to play, can you?
Do you want me to play it again right now?
Not the whole thing. Oh. Not the whole thing, just the opening. I haven't given you any musical information so far. I haven't told you lift, drop, pedal. I have told you nothing. I've just told you what is an arabesque, and that you also are dealing with an impressionistic composer who is in love with nature, who loves nature. And I'm telling you that you're playing the opening, the arpeggio opening is all those intertwining plants that are connected one to the other, like this. Just play the opening. I'm going to stop you.
Okay.
Think of the leaves. Think of nature, birds. The birds are high. High. Fly. No, it's okay. It's fine. Anyway, the connection is not excellent. We got the idea. Evangelia, this was clearly... Sorry?
I'm sorry, but my connection had problems since this morning.
I don't mind. I got the idea, and I think we're all here present to confirm that this was a better approach than the one that you recorded and sent. Clearly. Okay. What do I have here? I need something magical. Of course, it's the speed somehow slow, but that is something that you can fix. You can practice.
It was a little problem with me.
Yes, but Evangelia, this is a set of arpeggios. But they are not just separate arpeggios. It's not. It's not that. It's one thing. You see the curve, you see the slur, it's there for you. It gives you the direction. Thank you, Debussy, who lived when printing and the piano was invented. And he was like, oh my God, those pianists, they just do crazy things. Let me write down exactly what I want from them. Yes, this is the reason. Imagine that Debussy comes after Chopin and Liszt and these virtuoso pianists, crazy people who just do, just do things. It's just like that, because I want to do. No, it's here written out for you, clear, andantino con moto, with motion, con moto. Andante and andantino. Andante is this walking pace, it's relaxed, like window shopping. You're not in a rush. Andantino is a bit of that. So it's slightly a bit faster. It's con moto, with movement. So you're walking, but you're also wearing your wonderful dress, and it's a bit windy, and you're like, you know, a fairy in the forest, and it's springtime. There are no turbulences here. There's no rain, there's no nothing. It's sunny days, it's beautiful, crystal clear. So you are like, whatever note. So what are you doing here? You have this introduction. Practice like chords, like this. And then do, fa, la, la. See the melodic line. Do, fa, do. It's like, oh, something's there, but I'm not sure. So I retrieved within myself. But then I see it again, and I reach to that, and I actually grab it. What do I grab? Something that gives me life. I don't know, what is this? I find it like it's a dropping leaf that I saw.
Maybe.
Something, I mean, I'm just being inspired.
May I give an idea, Professor?
Sorry?
When I was trying to play this, this specific part, I was thinking of, you see something, I don't know what, but it reminds you of something else. It gives back a really lovely memory. Or maybe something nostalgic, I don't know.
Which one, this part?
Between Metro 4 and 5.
This one?
Yes.
This one. It's like a nostalgic memory. Okay, this is what you were thinking before you knew about nature, birds, plants.
Yes, that's right.
Now,
that's the point.
Now your impressions, those memories, need to be something more specific. Even though an impressionistic composition, you need to evocate scenes. Like this is a dropping leaf. This is my dress carried away by the wind within the leaves that are on the ground. Something really flary. Or it is the arabesque pattern itself. It's like none of the above. It's not the leaf, it's not the dress. It is the actual arabesque pattern. Also, do not forget your left hand. You have this descending line, fa, mi, re, do, si. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
And so you have to voice, you have the bass. This is what I need to hear. The rest is just the difficult decoration of the arabesque, the luxurious decoration of the arabesque. So you practice. Yes? So all together this becomes... And don't be afraid to play loud. You have a crescendo there, clearly, which resolves to a pianissimo. And here, because it's not Baroque, you can begin playing around with your rhythm. Like the sense of beat shouldn't be extremely strong. Like with Bach, you are counting beats 1, 2, 3, 4. With Debussy, you are not supposed to be counting the beats as strictly. However, careful, this is a trap. It doesn't mean that you begin the rubato whenever there is a technical issue. Oh, I'm having a difficulty here, let me relax. And then when it's easy, let me go faster. No, this also requires a plan. Yes, you're not doing the rubato, the slowing down and the moving forward. You're not doing it because of a technical difficulty. You're doing it very consciously for a particular purpose. So here I'm coming from a ritenuto. And I'm getting into the subject of the arabesque a tempo. What does a tempo mean? A tempo from the opening. My tempo. What is the tempo of the opening? So, same tempo. If you're playing slower, which I disagree with such a slow approach, but if you're playing slower, same speed. Yes, the più mosso is later on. And there is this also. This is the scale in that section, which is not, it's the pentatonic scale. So it's another evidence of this impressionistic approach here. Mi, fa, do, si, sol. Yes? Mi, fa, do, si, sol, fa, mi. This is the scale. This is your music. This is what it's written there. So if you have that in mind, you also bring out those qualities of this modal harmonic approach. Sorry. So you hear the scale. You hear it. If you hear it, I hear it. Yes? And then you have an ascending line. Because all the way now, you went up, you had this introduction, you had the introduction, you had, and then coming down, and then coming down to where? And now, it says poco a poco crescendo, because you have reached low. And going up. To the introduction. So what do you have here? Si, do, leap, a distance, feel the distance. How do you feel the distance? Lift, drop, and another key, beginning on D, a bit louder, like a bit more aggressive, and then sempre crescendo, stringendo, stringendo, a quick pacing up, and constant crescendo, climax. Where is your climax? So many G's to climax. Sol, do, sol, fa, sol, fa, sol, fa, sol, fa, sol. Where's the climax? Sol, sol. I need to
one climax, yes.
Of these. One of these is the climax. I believe that one. The rest is the resolution to the opening. Now the difference, let me scroll down. The difference with the opening is now we add this line here. La. So it becomes an addition and therefore richer. You have to hear it. The la, the sol, the fa, the mi. You have to hear those notes. Ritenuto. And then a tempo. Piano in ritenuto. Show it, not this way. I just banged it so you can remember that there is a harmony here. Hear it. That leads to your A major there. Okay, so this is again a tempo. So don't take your time. Your ritenuto is over here. Over a tempo. A tempo. And here, this one, everyone likes it. Don't do it as passionate. Don't do it like that. It's the lower line. And here you begin to give your passion. For the first time, you can go like really loud. You have a lower register and you have thirds here. You can also move forward. And this is wonderful. This is ethereal. This is your magical moment. You can drop, begin from soft. And if technically you're a bit, considering what's happening here, you can take a bit your time and then move, go. Show me this line. And do not stop your crescendo. You are doing a crescendo, very scared, and then nothing, drop. No, you are going all the way, la, si, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, do, re, and then very briefly, because we're running out of time.
May I ask a quick question regarding what you said right now with the crescendo? So in this part, in part 35, the box 35, we have to keep the crescendo until the last chord and then drop it in fa. There.
The idea is to actually go to fa. You reach the fa, the direction. Now, here, I'm not sure if in this, yes, you see here, there is a drop. You see this here? Mm-hmm. It doesn't necessarily mean a huge drop. It sort of shows that even though there is an ascending line, and slightly more careful, in order to reach that level. But I wouldn't mind a louder crescendo, a more sort of passionate, agitated crescendo. I would actually prefer it. I wouldn't go like crazy. just needs to show the preparation for this. Clear. Mi, mi. And then you enter a different section. A section that is considered, at least in its beginning, less linear. This is linear. This is more vertical. So you have still chords, which you didn't have so far. You have a change of tonality. You need to sit back, relax, be quiet, and count 1, 2, 3, 4, and feel your intervals. You're having those large leaps. It's fa, mi, fa. How can you achieve that? It's fa, mi, fa, mi, fa, sol, sol. Why am I taking time there? It's not on top of my head. It's written here. Do you see those tenuto lines? In order to produce a tenuto sound, you need to take your time. Yes?
So we need good preparation.
Yes. And then drop to do this vertical approach. Show me the harmony. And resolution. And then it says mosso. Now it's back to the arabesque element, but piano. And here, and drop again, and build it again. And he's insisting on this motive. La, more, it's more here. And then you drop to your tempo. And then your leaps, your jumps. But your jumps, even though they are in a crescendo environment, can you see them? I don't know where we are. I mean, I know. Here. Even though they are in a crescendo environment, it's not like super duper crescendo. It's just a careful positioning. The crescendo is automatic. Drop. More. And then sophisticated. Simple. Distance yourself from the emotional intensity. And close. Now, risoluto, like with determination. Here's your determination. Loud and deep. And then careful. You need to be able to last the diminuendo because it needs to go further soft. Etc. This is how the whole piece moves. The runs are considered the arabesques, and then you have the static chordal quality. The last notes the last note here. It should be short. It's not a long note. It's a short note with very little pedal. Even though it's a quarter note, it should be considered as an eighth note. and the whole final line is one thing. And you also practice in chords. Practice like this. Oh, sorry. Very soft. And tenuto and soft. And one pedal because it's the same harmony.
Okay, thank you very much. One last question, if I may.
Yes.
About what you said for the pedal, because I lost connection for 1 second.
Pedal,
You said we have to keep
different chapter, but I can ask. I mean, I can answer.
Oh no! For that part only. You said for the last line. You said
one pedal.
For the whole line or for the 3 last parts?
No. You have one pedal for every bar. Because then it repeats itself. And then another pedal change. So you have one pedal, your last pedal begins here.
Okay.
And it goes all the way to this one, including this one.
Okay.
And then you change here. And you keep it, and then you lift it here.
Perfect.
So the effect is, I haven't changed. Now I'm gonna change. Keep, lift.
Okay. Perfect.
Of course, this is very close to the very famous Clair de Lune, very similar approach. Listen, people, when you play your musics, listen to the music and to other performances. That's the secret.